Good morning everyone and welcome back to Craft Eccentricity, and I'm up here this morning with a surprise creation project share and several of them. You can see a lovely shadow here. This is my Tower of Sequins, which I've used in one of the shakers I've done. But you did see all the dies, and I did do the measurements in yesterday's haul. So I'm just going to go in with my projects, and first up is the Slimline Envelope Die. Yeah, I managed to get it all to fit in the camera. Give it a swizzle around. I've cut it in vellum. I'm going to do a proper one tomorrow, but I cut this one in vellum so that you can see the size of the slimline card that will fit inside of it, and you can see how much space is there, obviously, because vellum's transparent, so you've got wiggle room. And just to sort of like go off topic, I use Dollar Tree Jot Glue to glue my vellum, and you can see it a bit, but I was really surprised that it stuck. So I wanted to share that with you. That if you're ever in trouble and needing to put some vellum down, although you're not supposed to really use a wet glue because it makes it go a bit wavy, it did actually work. So, something to think about. Right, so I cut it in vellum so you could see what everything looked like inside. I've cut the 3 layers and just popped those on. As I said, this is a really rough sample, and I cut a few of the words out so that you can see the style of writing there, and I cut out the envelope seal and the heart. So very rough sample, and I'll be back tomorrow with a nice one. Right, next up, let's see if I can go through big through to small. And it's my design, and it's the dinner set. And I've used Surprise Creation notch squares, and I've used those a lot in today's video. This design behind this circle is my tea doily, and I designed that one. And this is the lovely dinner set that I showed you yesterday. And I've stamped around the edge of the plate and coloured it with, let me get this right, tumbled glass regular distress ink. And then I used a little bit of cornflower blue touch 5 marker just to highlight those little berries. Silver foil cardstock and glitter cardstock here is from Joanne. And the You're Invited, which comes with a little die, and it's a complete stamp set of little sentiments, is from Alina Craft. So that is the little dinner set. I think that's really, really cute. I mean, you can put the napkin somewhere else. I actually cut it 3 times and fluffed it up so it was one of those little posh napkins, but it's got a little heart on it. That's sweet. I like that. It's like playing dolls' houses when you get your hands on stuff like that. So that's that one. And then next up is the indent ornaments, and using the notch squares again. And I've just used a retro stamp and Stays On ink in Bahama Blue and Valentine. So that is that one. All cardstock there again from Joanne, except for the gold, which is from one of those £1 weight scrap packs that you can get from Michael. So that's popped up on foamy pads, and I actually used this doily to cut the hole through here so that that was like raised up there, so you can see behind. So those are the retro ornaments, and I will be doing these again because they look gorgeous in pastel, like lemon, cream and grey or something like that, if you like to do a real pastel Christmas. So that is the retro ornaments. And then next up is a Nicole design, and this one is the apple that I showed you yesterday. I'm trying to think who does this paper pad. I think it's Echo Park, and it's from Tuesday Morning. And I cropped down one of the sentiments there using, once again, the Alina Craft corner punch, just to sort of like round it off and give it the opposite of that notched edge. But excuse my throat, terrible at the moment. I think it's all the pollen. I went on to Google to make sure that I'd done this right, because I'm looking at the image here and I can see 6 little apple seeds, which is fine if that's what you want to do. But when you cut through an apple, that's usually what you see. So that's what I did. 2 little pips there. But isn't that cute? I didn't use the wormy, although the worms would be great on teacher school projects if you're making cards for teachers. But I just left it nice and simple like that. And that sentiment is just gorgeous. And of course, you've got your lovely little bits of gold foil going on there as well. So that is Nicole's apple. It's nested, if you saw yesterday's video. It comes in lots of different sizes. Clear my throat again. And next up is the Tranquility Bowl. And look at that. I've got a fly. Yeah, it obviously thinks that blade of grass must be real. Oh, dearie me. This one is coloured in using distress oxide in hickory smoke and weathered wood. And then a little bit of, see if I can get a close up, of black soot underneath that cairn of stones there. And I just glued each one individually and stacked them up. And if I turn that, you can see it's lovely and shiny, and it's that little birdie in the haul that I showed you of the pearl drops, and I've popped them into a needle tip bottle from Aliexpress so I can sort of like accurately squirt where I want. And as I said to you prior, you know, it says pearl drops, and in the bottle it does look like that, but when it dries clear. So it's like blue glossy accents, and it's just perfect for water. So I need to go back and get some more because I really, really like them. I hope they don't change the the ingredients and make them pearl-like actually. So that is the Tranquility card. And yesterday I did say that this would be perfect as a sympathy card or a get well card because it's so serene. Very, very zen-like, as I said yesterday. But if you add in little flower pots and dragonflies and things like that, you start to build a really, really pretty garden scene. So that is my Tranquility Bowl, and it does come with all those bits. In fact, I think I used my Posca light blue paint pen to do the flowers so that the colour was more saturated. But really, really love that. Looking forward to using it again. And then we go to Nicole and her butterfly shakers, and they come in 2 sizes and they are huge. Pop them into my hand there, and I use that alcohol ink background paper that you can get in a pad there from Tuesday Morning. Michael's also do it, I think, and it's twice the price. So I thought I would do sort of like grown-up shakers for people who like to do a bit of mixed media or get the jelly plate out or something. And those sequins there are from AliExpress, and I did measure these yesterday, but aren't they sweet? I really like these. Just swoosh them around. That's therapeutic. And these are the sequins that I used, these 3 in the top tier. Pop that down. And I found a very nice thing. The outies, don't waste them, because, or should I say the innies, because they make a great bow. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And that is the innie bits from the big and the small one, as you can see there, and just popped a little gold body onto it. Really, really like that. This cardstock is from that £1 pack again from Michael's. I highly, highly recommend this for doing small die cuts, and if you can get the foil pack as well, really, really great value for money. And then next up is my little sweetheart tag. and it's the tag that I did with the stitched hearts below, and I thought I'm gonna go all black and white for a change. So I used some of my thickers and even some black ribbon that I only normally use for Halloween, and I popped the bow in the center, cut it twice in black and white, and I thought that was quite elegant actually. So that is the little sweetheart bow. And then next up, I did the colour wheel, which is meant for colour swatching. You're supposed to like swatch out your watercolours or your pens and stuff and put them on a book ring. And instead, I've turned them into tags and used Dollar Tree stickers in the middle. Those are those domey stickers, aren't they great? So I did a circus theme and used different colours. So I've got a little lion, a penguin, and I've also got a clown. So those are the projects that I've managed to make, and I'm going to be up with more tomorrow. And if I don't manage to complete, because there's still quite a few left, if I don't manage to complete them all tomorrow, I'll be back again on Monday until I've finished. And a little something of mine here, I got some crazy crafter stamps because I do like them. They're really great quality. And I think I might do my slimline in my envelope with that lucky cat because I love it. And there is also the little alpaca, actually. Alpaca my bag. I think that's hilarious. And of course, stamps like that are useful all year round. And then you've got the little sloth hanging out of the tree. Really, really sweet. And then I've got the bee. So these are super cheap. I think they're like $2 or $2.50 for a set with free shipping. And the Crazy Crafter do some awesome ephemera that matches all of their stamp sets. So that is what I've got for you today. As you can see, I've been super, super busy. Oh, actually, I might use one of these stamps, yeah, on that slimline. I've just looked at it down there over to my left. So you have an absolutely awesome day. As usual, all links below. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.